Let's be honest, the path to getting rich can feel like a never-ending game of trial and error. You hear 1,000 tips, some say you should save every penny, others say you should invest aggressively, and then there are those who tell you to follow your passion. It's overwhelming, right? I know I felt that way for the longest time. Everything changed when I boiled down all the noise into a handful of core principles. These concepts gave me clarity, discipline, and most importantly, results. In this video, I'm going to share 5 powerful concepts that finally made wealth building click for me. And trust me, once you get these down, everything from saving to investing to personal growth starts to make sense. So, if you're ready to stop spinning your wheels and start making real progress toward financial freedom, let's dive in. Before we begin, please subscribe to the channel. We are truly dedicated to providing knowledge that helps people break free and build their empires. Now, let's start. Concept 1. Shift from consumer to creator. One of the biggest turning points on my financial journey was realizing how much I was stuck in consumer mode. I'd spend hours scrolling through online stores, watching unboxing videos, and dreaming about the next gadget or designer item. The moment I flipped that script and started asking, how can I create something that people want? Everything changed. You see, wealth often comes from value creation, not consumption. Instead of funneling my money into every new trend, I began channeling that energy into building skills and products others could benefit from. Maybe it's starting a blog, developing a digital product, or offering freelance services. Whatever resonates with you, so long as you're shifting from a mindset of what can I buy to what can I offer. Being a creator doesn't mean you have to become the next tech billionaire. It can be as simple as designing a small course on a skill you already have, or turning a hobby into a side hustle. The point is, creators open up multiple streams of income. Some might be small at first, but over time, they can grow exponentially. Meanwhile, consumers tend to have just one primary source of income, their day job, and a lot of expenses. By recentering your focus, you build momentum. You'll notice you become more resourceful, more curious about the market, and more inclined to invest in yourself. And that, my friend, is a critical ingredient in building lasting wealth. Concept 2, pay yourself first. For the longest time, I'd collect my paycheck, pay my bills, buy groceries, eat out a few times, and maybe indulge in a little online shopping. Then, whatever was left, if anything, would go into savings. Sound familiar? That approach rarely leads to getting rich, because there's usually nothing left at the end of the month. When I started adopting the pay yourself first mentality, everything shifted. Here's how it works. The moment you receive your paycheck, you immediately set aside a fixed percentage, say 10%, 15%, or even 20% for your savings or investments. You treat that amount like a bill you can't skip, an absolute non-negotiable. By doing this, you force yourself to live on whatever remains. It might mean fewer dinners out or skipping that impulse buy, but guess what? Your future self is reaping the rewards. Over time, this consistent saving snowballs, especially if you invest it wisely. You don't have to be a financial genius to start investing either. Index funds, automated investment apps, or even high-yield savings accounts are good stepping stones. The point is, you're consistently funneling money toward growth. Before you know it, you have a substantial emergency fund. You're contributing more to your retirement, and you're seeing your net worth tick up month by month. It's like telling yourself, I deserve to keep some of this money for me and my future, rather than letting it all slip through your fingers. Once you adopt this concept, you'll find you don't miss that portion of your paycheck as much as you thought, and you gain an empowering sense of control over your finances. Concept 3. Focus on high-value skills. Another concept that changed my game was recognizing that not all skills are created equal. Spending your time mastering a skill that isn't in demand or doesn't pay well might be fun, but it won't necessarily bring you closer to financial freedom. The wealthy tend to zero in on high-value skills. Things like sales, coding, copywriting, marketing, investing, or any niche expertise that companies and clients are willing to pay a premium for. Once you develop even one of these skills to a competent level, doors start to open. You can negotiate higher salaries, attract better clients, or even create your own venture. But how do you figure out which skill to focus on? Start by exploring what resonates with you personally, something that sparks your interest and aligns with market needs. Then, invest in courses, mentorships, or practice in real-world scenarios. For me, it was mastering digital marketing. I noticed that businesses around me needed help navigating social media ads, email campaigns, and analytics. I dove in, learned everything I could, and suddenly found myself consulting and generating an additional revenue stream. Before, I was just hoping for a better income. After building that skill, I had leverage in the marketplace. So whatever skill you choose, make sure it's something the market values. Mastering a high-value skill is like adding rocket fuel to your journey toward wealth. Concept 4. Leverage other people's time and money. At first, the idea of leverage sounded complicated or even shady to me. But once I understood it, it became a cornerstone of my wealth-building strategy. Leverage is about using resources beyond your own personal time or funds. For instance, if you start a small business, you can hire people with specialized skills or partner with someone who can cover aspects you're not great at. Instead of doing everything yourself, you're essentially borrowing other people's time to scale your efforts faster. The same goes for using borrowed money, like business loans or mortgages on real estate investments, wisely to grow your portfolio without having to front all the cash yourself. Of course, leverage can be risky if misused. The trick is to apply it strategically. If you're borrowing money, make sure the investment or business idea has a clear path to profitability. If you're delegating tasks, ensure you have a solid system in place to manage and direct your team. The ultra-wealthy aren't wealthy because they work every day. They're wealthy because they multiply their efforts through leverage. They see every hour someone else spends on their project as an hour they gain for other high-impact tasks. It's not about being exploitative. It's about forming mutually beneficial relationships where both parties bring value and grow together. Once you grasp this concept, you'll see that real scaling and significant wealth typically require going beyond what you can do alone. Concept 5. Stop trying to get rich. This might sound counterintuitive in a video about building wealth, but hear me out. The more you obsess over getting rich, the more you lose sight of what actually drives success. The market pays for what's valuable to others, not just what makes money for you. If your only goal is to earn a pile of cash, you'll struggle to figure out a direction and end up chasing every trend. Crypto today, dropshipping tomorrow, real estate the next, all without a deeper purpose. It's like wandering in the desert without a compass. Sure, you might stumble onto something profitable, but you're just as likely to burn yourself out and see little return for your efforts. Instead, ask yourself, how can I create genuine value? Focus on solving problems or fulfilling needs that are bigger than yourself. Maybe it's developing a service that frees up people's time or an innovative product that makes someone's day easier. When you prioritize providing value and meeting real demands, wealth becomes a byproduct of the impact you're making. Think about any millionaire or billionaire with lasting success. They rarely got there by chasing money alone. They had a purpose, a vision, or a mission that went beyond just profit. Ironically, once you stop fixating on getting rich and start focusing on building something meaningful, you find actual clarity and direction. No one gets rich or stays rich if they're not delivering real value. People see through empty money grabs, and your success won't be sustainable. Plus, chasing money for money's sake is a shallow goal that can leave you feeling empty. Purpose is what keeps you motivated when times get tough. It's what helps you push past failures and learn from your mistakes. So rather than asking, how can I get rich fast? Ask, how can I make life better for someone else? Once you do that, you'll discover that wealth isn't just about bank balances. It's about forging a path of growth, contribution, and long-term success. Don't just try to get rich. Try to do something worth getting rich for. And there you have it, 5 concepts that completely changed my path to financial freedom. From shifting from consumer to creator, to paying yourself first, to focusing on high-value skills, leveraging other people's time and money, and finally thinking in decades rather than days. These are the pillars that took me from feeling stuck to seeing real progress in my bank account, my career, and my peace of mind. Give these concepts a try. Start small if you need to implement one at a time. I guarantee you'll see a shift in how you handle money and opportunities. If this video brought you value, hit like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments which concept resonates with you the most. Until next time, remember, true wealth is built one solid concept at a time. Keep growing, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next video.